Drama explodes. Taehyung's shocking move after Jungkook opened up. Before we dive into this, take a moment to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. If you're new here, this channel is your backstage pass to the most mind-bending, heart-tugging stories in K-pop and beyond. We go deep, past the headlines, behind the smiles, into the shadows where truth and emotion collide. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. When Jungkook sat down for that now viral interview, no one expected what came next. The youngest member of BTS, the one who always laughs the loudest, who runs to comfort others, who once said "I don't cry in front of my hyungs," finally let the mask slip. And behind it, pain. Real pain. He didn't name names. He didn't have to. His words hung heavy in the air. "I thought we were closer. I thought he understood. But people change." Fans immediately began piecing together the puzzle. Who was Jungkook talking about? What had happened behind the scenes that pushed him to speak out now, after years of silence? The answers, as it turns out, were already there. You just had to look closely, at the way they avoided eye contact on stage, the sudden absence of shared V-lives, the subtle coldness that crept in between them like a shadow in the spotlight. And when Taehyung V, the soul of the group, the one known for his emotional depth and fierce loyalty, made his next move, it didn't just confirm what fans feared. It shattered them. To understand this rift, we have to rewind. Not days, not months, but years. Because the story of Taehyung and Jungkook isn't just about a falling out. It's about connection, pressure, and the cost of growing up in a world where millions are always watching. They were once inseparable. Fans even gave them a name, Taehyung. The chemistry was undeniable. Not the kind born in rehearsals or scripts, but something raw. Real. You could see it in the way Taehyung would instinctively reach for Jungkook in moments of chaos. The way Jungkook looked at Taehyung when he thought no one was watching. There's a video, a grainy clip from the Love Yourself tour, where Jungkook, drenched in sweat and emotion, collapses backstage. And it's Taehyung who catches him. Holds him like a brother, not just a bandmate. Like someone who knows every weight on his shoulders. That's what made Taehyung's silence later so deafening. When Jungkook opened up, the fandom expected comfort. A post, a message, a gesture. But instead, there was distance. Taehyung wasn't just quiet. He was absent. No Instagram stories. No comments. Not even a quote tweet. And then, almost out of nowhere, he unfollowed Jungkook on social media. It took armies less than 5 minutes to notice. Within an hour, Taehyung unfollowed Jungkook trended in over 25 countries. But it wasn't just the act. It was the timing. Days after Jungkook's emotional confession. A time when silence would have already spoken volumes. So why? What happened between them that was strong enough to rupture a bond forged over a decade of shared dreams, trauma, and triumph? Some say it was jealousy. That Jungkook's solo rise, his Calvin Klein campaigns, chart-topping singles, global fanfare, left others feeling left behind. But that theory falls apart under scrutiny. Taehyung has never chased the spotlight the same way. His artistry is quieter, more introspective. He's the kind to disappear into jazz bars in Paris, not billboard parties in LA. Others whisper about creative differences. That Jungkook, driven and perfectionistic, clashed with Taehyung's more fluid, emotional process during solo recordings. That a studio argument spiraled into something deeper. But again, that's surface level. The truth, the real truth, might be something far more haunting. Think about it. What happens when two people, once tethered together by fate and fandom, begin to change? Not in dramatic ways. But slowly. Quietly. like a tide shifting under the surface. Jungkook, once the shy kid clinging to Hyung's, began finding his own voice, not just musically, but emotionally. He started questioning things. Asking more. Demanding more. And with that growth, came growing pains. Taehyung, too, was evolving. Turning inward. Wrestling with his own demons. He spoke in recent interviews about feeling misunderstood, about struggling with the weight of expectations. About people seeing him as V and not Taehyung. So what happens when two people, once mirror images, start to reflect different skies? Some wounds don't bleed. They fracture. Quietly. Elegantly. Until one day, they're just no longer whole. When Jungkook opened up, it wasn't just a confession. It was a cry for reconciliation. A final, vulnerable attempt to reach someone he still cared about, or maybe still hoped would care back. And Taehyung's response? Well, it wasn't a response. It was a statement. But this story isn't over. Because what happened next was something no one, not even the most obsessive fans, saw coming. And it changed everything. It began with a leak. A blurry, unverified image, Jungkook sitting alone at a corner table, hood up, face half hidden by a mask. Nothing unusual. But then, just barely in frame, a second figure. Slim. Familiar posture. The same signature silver ring. Taehyung. Fans were divided. Was it real? A coincidence? A manipulated image? But before the speculation could explode further, an even more shocking move shattered the uncertainty. Taehyung posted, for the first time in days. No caption. Just a photo. A Polaroid. 2 glasses on a table. A lyric scribbled faintly in ink on the border. Some bridges are meant to burn. But not this one. If this story moved you, if you've ever felt a friendship slowly slipping away, or if you're just trying to understand the hearts behind the headlines, share your thoughts below. What do you believe really happened between Taehyung and Jungkook? And what do you hope happens next? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss the next deep dive into the most emotional, mysterious corners of K-pop and celebrity culture. This is the story behind the spotlight, and we're just getting started.